One performance measure provided by management of a chocolate manufacturer is number of export customers. We need to assess this measure against the 6 characteristics of effective performance measures to determine if it is a good performance measure. That is, will it be effective in helping our chocolate manufacturer achieve its strategic goals? Firstly, is number of export customers a valid measure? Does it actually measure what we want to see improvements in? We know that one of our organisation's strategic goals is to expand its export market. So is number of export customers going to demonstrate that we are achieving this goal? We could say yes, but if we think about it critically, is it really the number of customers that we want to increase? Or is our goal really to increase our export sales dollars and profits? Think about it this way. We increase our number of export customers to 100. This would be considered good performance against this measure. But the extra revenue from these 100 customers is only $10,000. Is this what we are really hoping to achieve in expanding our export market? What about if we only increase our export customer numbers to 20? Against this performance measure, this would be considered poor performance. But these 20 customers increase our export revenues by $100,000. Surely this is a better strategic outcome. An assessment of gross or net profit from export customers may be considered an even better measure. The performance measure number of export customers does not tell us this information. While it seems to be aligned with export growth, it is not considered valid as it doesn't measure the results that we really want to see. At this point, we would normally stop and re-engineer or replace this performance measure. But for the sake of this example, we will continue through all the characteristics as it is. So, is this measure a reliable measure? Does it give us the same result no matter who measures it? In this case, yes. The data is directly obtained from sales information in the accounting system, which is considered reliable. It is not a subjective measure. Next, let's consider clarity. Are the results of this measure clear and easy to understand? Yes, there is no ambiguity as to what numbers of export customers refers to, being customers that are located outside Australia. To assess timeliness, we ask, can the data be obtained and results reported early enough for corrective action to be taken if required? In this case, yes, the measure is timely. The information is readily available from the accounting software and can be accessed as required so that sales staff can take actions to influence performance. Can all the appropriate organisation staff access the relevant information required for this measure and the results easily? Again, yes. Sales staff have access to sales reporting tools from the accounting system and can retrieve this data at any time during the month. It is also easily reported to senior management at any time. And finally, we need to consider controllability. Remember that this is really important if we want the responsible manager to take action to improve performance in this area. In this case, the responsible manager is the sales manager. So we ask, can the sales manager control the outcomes? The answer here is also yes. The sales team are directly responsible and able to take actions to affect the number of export customers. You can see from this exercise that assessing performance measures against these characteristics is important, not for the purposes of ticking the boxes, but to ensure that the nature of the performance measure is thoroughly understood. If you took a tick-the-box approach, this performance measure would be considered a good measure. It has a yes response in almost all the boxes. However, it has a no in the most important box. This measure is not a valid measure. It will not drive the required performance to meet the organisation's overall strategic goals and therefore needs to be changed to a more valid measure.